if you will, David Davis and his Warrior River Boys.
Appreciate your kind welcome back to Ground Zero for traditional bluegrass music right here in Bean Blossom, Indiana, Trust that you've been enjoying yourself. Really enjoyed Hammertowne's great set. They were hammering down and sounded really good. And I know you'll enjoy the rest of the afternoon and evening's lineup to boot. Hope you'll enjoy our portion as we go along for the next few minutes. We've got some songs picked out for you. We will answer some of your requests that you've asked for. Want to do some songs off of a newer CD that we'll have to offer to you a little bit later on, and then a brand new one coming out first part of next year. We'll talk about that a little bit as we go. But right now, I want to get you acquainted with this fella back on the bass fiddle. He's been a part of our show for the last, 23 years, if I'm not mistaken. From a little town in southern Illinois, Salem, Illinois. the hometown of William Jennings Bryan, the GI Bill of Rights, Days of Our Lives, and Miracle Whip. Salem, Illinois' biggest claim to fame is this youngster right here. You give him a good hand if you would, we'll sing for you. His name's Marty Hayes. Great hand for Marty.
Southern gray. He kissed his Rosanna and rode to Atlanta to fight in this war, this awful civil war. Rosanna was always on his mind, and off he would journey back in time. He wrote in his letter that things would be better, but nothing is for sure in this awful civil war. I'll be coming home someday when the sounds of battle fade away. Yes, I'll be coming back to stay, said this lad in a coat of southern gray. Crimson red, and both the blue and gray are lying dead. And while the land is burning, the trains are returning. He hears of cannons roll in this awful civil war. Yes, now he knows the time is here, and he longs to hold Rosanna near. He's wounded and he's lying, he's on the ground and dying. Oh, what a cruel, this awful civil war. He won't be going home someday, back to the hills so far away. He'll rest here beneath this Georgia clay, there's a light in a coat of southern gray. Friends, thanks, appreciate that. A coat of southern gray. I want to do you a song right now that goes way back, probably the oldest song that we'll do for you. We had a couple of people to request for this song. It's one that my dad taught me when I was just growing up, and he said, we're going to sing this old song, and I want you to sing tenor on it, David. And I said, well, I don't know what tenor is, Daddy. And he said, you just sing loud. So I did that for the first 25 years, thinking that was what tenor was, you know.
What do you mean the first 25 years?
Still did it. I want to do it for you. Bill Monroe always introduced this number as an old Southern number. We'll do it the same. Certainly, a great friend of ours in bluegrass music in Bean Blossom, Indiana, used to sit up right up there with some great books. Judy McCullough from the University of Illinois Press. This has always been one of her favorite songs. We'll do it in her memory. And she's always been a great help to us and to bluegrass music. Hope you'll enjoy it. Stand, if you will, one entitled In the Pines. The longest train I ever saw went down that Georgia line. The engine passed at 6 o'clock, and the cab came by in the pines, where the sun never shines, and you shiver when the cold wind friends, thanks. It's a good one. It's an evergreen in the pines. I hope you enjoyed it. One we have recorded. The fella to my left, let me get you acquainted with him. We started our group in the fall of 1984, so this is 33 years we've been traveling and playing as a touring act. Stan came into our show about, 1987 and worked through about the next 10 years as a part of our show. He's been away about that length of time, about 10 years, something like that. Well, the judge said 5 to 10. I'm kidding. He wouldn't hurt a flea. But now he don't even own a gun. He's been back as a part of our show 4 or 5 years. Been a very important part of our show, whether he was here or not. We've recorded a lot of his songs, The Lonesome Crowd, The Whippoorwill, It's Just Nobody, Mother's Not There, Willow Valley, and just recording 2 or 3 more of his songs on this newer album coming up in the first of the year. Great singer-songwriter, picker, just a great talent, one of the best talents we've had in our neck of the woods since Robert Montgomery came along a few years later. I want you to give him a great welcome. His name is Stan Wileman. Let's thank for him, Stan. Tell me, why'd you betray
Okay, someone wanted to ask about an old song while we're here in that gear stand. We'll do this for them. One of Bill Monroe's, I think, probably favorite artists of his time, of his latter career. I think he certainly appreciated Doc Watson's talents very, very much, and I know we all do too. We'll do you a song right here. It's Bill's tribute to Doc Watson. Stan, if you would, one entitled Watson's Blues. Well, thank you, friends, and thanks for asking about it. One entitled The Watson's Blues. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to feature a song, and you know, we do a lot of traditional songs, a lot of our own songs, a lot of songs that we, from different people's repertoire, a lot of Bill Monroe material. So we want to give Brother Charlie Monroe some equal time here. We are an equal opportunity band, without a doubt. Try to be. And Marty has a brand new album with him. Well, it's about a year old, and we want to feature one of Charlie Charlie Monroe's songs that he made very popular back in the 40s, 50s right now. I think Marty can sing the way out of it. I want you to give him a good hand. Doing it, one entitled The Red Rocking Chair.
Sugar baby now, Lord, Lord, I ain't got no honey baby now. Now to rock the cradle, who sang the song? Gonna rock the cradle and I'm gone, Lord, Lord. Who's gonna rock the cradle and I'm gone? Mama next payday, Lord, Lord, I'll send you to your mama next payday. From the red rocking chair, I ain't got no honey baby now, Lord, Lord, I ain't got no honey baby now. Standing in the cabin door, her little hand out waving goodbye forevermore. I can't forget my blue-eyed darling when I hear the whistle scream. I'm all alone at midnight, I'm leaving Tennessee. That old red train whistle, she likes calling me. No, no, Kentucky, and leaving Tennessee. Leaving Tennessee. To make things right. It makes 100 miles an hour, but that's too slow for me, cause I'm going to Kentucky and I'm leaving Tennessee. That old red train whistle, she likes calling me. I'm going to Kentucky and leaving Tennessee. Leaving Tennessee.
Thank you, friends. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed it. An old Kelly song that we have included on one of our Rebel albums from 2004. It's the White CD. And let me take just a second and mention we do have all of our CDs and recordings up under the pavilion with the other groups. Just a pretty good sampling of everything we've done in the last 25 or 30 years. Our rounder stuff from the early 90s. A lot of the Ray Davis material that we recorded for him from the mid-90s to early 2000s. 3 of our three of our Rebel CDs from 2004 to 2009. We have a brand new thing with us here today. It's a 2 CD live recording. It's 50 songs. It's a 30-year, our first 30 years, a sampling of our first 30 years. It's called Retrospective Live. The first 30 years, 1984 to 2014. We got a great price on it, and we want to talk more about it and get you up there and take a look at that if you'd care to. I'd love for you to come by and meet all the fellas before the day's over with. We have a brand new recording coming out on the Rounder label the first of the year. It'll be a tribute to Charlie Poole, our candidate for grandfather of bluegrass music, the old North Carolina banjo picker. Charlie Poole, a tribute album to him. It'll be 12 or 15 songs. It's a great record, I do believe, if I can say so myself, and not be too biased about it. But it's something we'll play a few songs off of that today and offer you that on a pre-sale also. Let's see here, we got a gospel song for you. Brings in Stan Wileman, Marty Hayes, Robert Montgomery, and myself. One entitled, Let's All Have a Little Talk with Jesus.
I was lost and sad, but Jesus took me in, and then a little light from heaven filled my soul. He filled my heart with love, and he wrote the name of the Lord, and just a little talk with Jesus makes me whole. Now let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our trouble. He will hear the faintest cry. He will answer by and by. When you feel a little barrel turning, and you know a little fire's burning, you will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. But Jesus in the rain will watch you day and night. I go to him in prayer, he knows my every care, and just a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Now let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our trouble. He will hear the faintest cry. He will answer by and by. You feel the barrel turning, and you know a little fire's burning. You will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Trouble. He will hear the rain's cry. He will answer by and by. You feel the barrel turning, and you know a little fire's burning. You will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right, makes everything right. Were you there, Red Stan? Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Oh, sometimes it causes me to tremble. Were you there when they crucified my Lord?
tree? Are you there when they nail him to the tree? Oh, sometimes it causes me to tremble. Were you there when they nailed him to the tree? Tremble. Were you there when they laid him in the tomb? Stan Wileman right here. Tremble, tremble. Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Thank you, friends. Thanks. Good old song. Good old song. A whole lot of feeling, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed it. One that we have recorded. Okay, some of our Alabama musical forefathers, some of my favorite, and we've had a lot of great artists come out of that state. I'm going to introduce one or two more for you here in just a little bit, but right now we're going to go back to about 1925. Some of our really early Alabama forefathers. We're talking about Alton and Rabin, the Delmore brothers, some early Grand Ole Opry stars. Had a wonderful career from the late 20s right on up into the 50s. Brown's Ferry Blues, Lord have mercy, blues stay away from me, just a whole lot of them. Going to feature one of our songs right now that we recorded for Ray Davis a few years back, and it is one of those Delmore Brothers songs. Brother Marty Hayes and yours truly, one entitled I'll Be Riding the Midnight Train. I'll be riding that midnight train when it's leaving and I'm going away to stay. Always wanted to know where the ninja go, gonna go where it goes today. friends, thanks. Hope you enjoyed it. One entitled The Lonesome Cry of the Whippoorwill. There's a couple of requests. Somebody else or something? Today's the day. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's good. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I want to answer a couple of your requests right now. And I appreciate you asking for both of them, but certainly this first one because it's one of our own songs. It's on one of our Rebel labels from 2000, Rebel labels, one of our Rebel records. Rebel records, Rebel CDs, Rebel MP3s. What's a record, huh? Yeah, Time Warp here. I think in terms of records. Nobody else do that.
I'd say you're doing real good, Dave, to get up with the times like that, to move all the way up to records. When you started out, there's Edison cylinders.
No, it wasn't that bad. Oh, no, it wasn't.
Thomas Edison's daddy. yeah, Thomas.
Old man Edison. That's Tom's
Tom's daddy was his first record producer.
Yeah. Oh, he said, I'll take you far, boy. All the way from Kingsport to Withville. All right, this is a song that got into the top 10 of bluegrass songs nationally during this period of this record when we first released it. A lot of you will remember the writer. He was an ex-band member from over in East Tennessee. His name is Tommy Freeman. Tommy's wrote a lot of good ones. Appreciate you asking for it. Marty and myself, one entitled Today's the Day I Get My Gold Watch and Chain.
Engraved with 30 years of service and my name, and with pinstripe suits and ties, shake my hand as they walk by. Today's the day I get my gold watch and chain. Postman's are running up and down the line, feeling just so deficient, can't be high. He thinks this timepiece I receive makes up for all he's done to me. Today is the day to get my gold watch and chain. Today's the day I get my gold watch and chain. Engraved with 30 years of service and my name, suits and ties, shake my hand as they walk by. Today's the day I get my gold watch and chain. Fortune one more day, and at 5 o'clock he'll send me on my way. I've been a working man since birth, now this watch is all I'm worth. Today is the day I get my gold watch and chain. Today is the day I get my gold watch and chain. Engraved with 30 years of service and my name, suits and ties, shake my hand as they walk by. Today's the day I get my gold watch and chain. Service and my name, and the pinstripe suits and ties, shake my hand as they walk by. Today's the day I get my gold watch and chain.
hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you asking for it. One entitled "Today's the Day I Get My Gold Watch and Chain." Okay, you had asked about another song, and I'm glad you did because we hadn't done anything from the Stanley Brothers repertoire here today. I don't think we have, but this is not only a great one, but one of my favorites. Carter Stanley wrote so many pretty songs. This is one of my very favorite that he ever did, some of his early work. We'll get Stan Wileman to come up and sing it. Robert and myself, we'll do our best to help him out. Ready to go, Stan? Yes, sir. Stan Wileman and one entitled "White Dove." I hope you enjoy it.
In the deep rolling hills of old Virginia, there's a place I love so well, where I spent many a day of my childhood, and a cabin where I love to dwell. White dove will mourn in sorrow, the willows will hang their heads. I'll live my life in sorrow, since mother and daddy are dead. We were all so happy there together in our peaceful little mountain home. But the Savior needs angels up in heaven. Now they sing around that great white throne. White dove will mourn in sorrow, the willows will hang their heads. I'll live my life in sorrow, since mother and daddy are dead. As the years roll by, I often wonder if we'll ever be together someday. And each night as I stroll through the graveyard, darkness finds me where I knelt to pray. White dove will mourn in sorrow, the willows will hang their heads. I'll live my life in sorrow, since mother and daddy are dead.
Thank you, friends. Thanks. Appreciate that. Now, being as this set is a little longer than normal, it just gives us an opportunity to stretch our legs just a little bit and feature everybody a little bit more personably in the set. And I think you'll really enjoy the next few minutes here. That's a beautiful tie you got on right there, Robert.
That's the R on that, if you look at it close.
R. That's for Robert.
Yeah, it's from Montgomery, yes.
That's for Montgomery. All right.
David, I had 2 requests to do the old time banjo. already today.
Well, you had 3 requests.
One of them
really.
said don't do it, another said that blame it on me. Now tell them who I am. You
Well,
don't
I'm
do
going to
that.
tell you too long who you are. Now,
I
Robert's
don't
been
want to interrupt that.
Well, please don't. But you can if you'd like to. If I miss anything, now you straighten me out
I
on it.
sure will.
You
I'm listening.
You the only one up here with a 4-year education up down there at Auburn in college. Ain't none of us went to college besides Robert. Of course, we saved up a lot of money and got him through. You know? All right, Robert Montgomery is from Moulton, Alabama, and he's traveled as a part of our show for the last 9 or 10 years. Now, I talked awful good about Marty Hayes, and I talked awful good about Stan Wileman. I told you Stan was about as good a talent as come out of our neck of the woods in the last 30 years.
About as good.
About as good. I said, yeah. But I'll tell you, here's another one right here that, as far as all-around entertainer, he's as good as I've seen in my 30 years traveling, and hadn't seen nobody any better. I want you to give him a good hand, and he'll entertain you just a little bit, and we'll do a little bit of segment stuff for you. Great hand for Robert Montgomery right here, if you would. That's Robert.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that wonderful sitting ovation there. I've always loved to get those. We're going to drop this thing down here where you can hear me there, because I'm going to sit down and... I did really have 2 people ask about, yes, Jimmy? Huh? No, I ain't going to do Rocky Top. That's my little boy there. He wanted to know if I was going to do Rocky Top, but I'm not going to... Bobby was here Saturday, so we're not going to do Rocky Top. We're going to do one called... let's do Love Song, Marty.
Oh, good.
Let's do one called I Met My Girl Down in the Cornfield and I Kissed Her Between the Ears. This is a beautiful song. Matter of fact, it ain't in this key anyway, so let's just do Cindy. Marty, you think we remember that?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I don't know if I can. We'll see. Don't stop. All right. I could stand here and listen to y'all clap for me all day long. I swear I could, but we're going to have to go along with the show here now. We're going to bring up Stan Wileman with the bass fiddle, and you got some... Seriously, we don't have time for you to clap for Stan now. But let's do a little bit of Cannonball Rag. You think we remember that?
Well, maybe so. You gonna let me play?
I'm gonna let you play a little bit.
This is the
Get
part of the
certified.
feature where it's not just Robert Montgomery, but Robert Montgomery and Stan Wileman. We'll bill it that way.
Boy, it's got a big neck on this one, ain't it?
Yeah, that's a big neck guitar.
Boy, I hope I can...
You have to be careful how you say that. Big neck guitar.
Yeah, that's right.
They'll get that after a while. Nick Poe will come and say, man, I know what you meant. All right.
I don't even know what you mean. Let's play a little bit of the Merle Travis style playing, and Stan Wileman's going to play some of the Stan Wileman style bass. Now, he's got a style on this bass I never heard nobody play exactly like you play.
Probably never
But you can
will
really
again.
wear it out. And we're gonna do one called the old Kentucky thumb-picking tunes called the Cannonball
You gonna
Rag.
let me know when to play?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know when to play.
Okay,
This
just
is-
let me know.
Now don't play till it's your time to play.
Well, I told
All right,
you,
here we
just
go.
let me know.
You ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, folks.
Hey.
One more time. You ready? I'm ready. Stan, it's your time. Play it, Stan. I thought you said you was gonna play one on the bass.
Well,
I could have done that break myself.
I'll do it again.
Here it is, Stan. I'll play it. That still wasn't much. I can do that part on the guitar. I can do that good.
You can do that on guitar?
Well, sure, anybody can do that. You want me to show you?
Yeah.
Here's this part on the guitar.
Do that. You do it.
One more time, Stan.
Bet you can't play it backwards.
Backwards. Here it is, backwards, folks. Listen close. Let's do the bass fiddle part. Both of us. Twin bass. You never thought you'd hear that bean blossom, did you? All
I got
right.
the bass.
All right, we're gonna bring on David Davis back to the microphone now. One of the old-time spiritual numbers. Days gone by. The Monroe brothers recorded this back in the late 1930s. Hope you enjoy our rendition of one called "Sinner." You better get ready.
Sinner, you better get ready. Oh, you better get ready. Hallelujah. Sinner, you better get ready. Times are coming when the sinner must die.
God getting over the rainbow sign.
Times are coming when the sinner must die.
It won't be by water, be by fire next time.
Times are coming when the sinner must die. Sinner, you better get ready. Oh, you better get ready. Hallelujah. Sinner, you better get ready. Times are coming when the sinner must die.
Well, I thought I heard all the preachers say,
Times are coming when the sinner must die.
you better get down on your knees and pray.
Times are coming when the sinner must die. Sinner, you better get ready. Oh, you better get ready. Hallelujah. Sinner, you better get ready. Times are coming when the sinner must die. Sinner, you better get ready. Oh, you better get ready. Hallelujah. Sinner, you better get ready. Times are coming when the sinner must die.
David Davis. All right. Marty. we get more requests for than probably anybody all around the country. The one thing that they'll always like to hear is when we bring up the big man that plays the bass fiddle to do some country singing. How would y'all like to hear Marty Hayes do some country singing? My friends, ain't nobody in my book can beat him. Marty, you got something? Ramblin' Fever, right? That's a new one.
I'm joking.
Oh, he jests.
Had that on mine for 2 hours.
Jests. I can't hardly say that. Yes, Jimmy. Yeah, what do you need this time, Jimmy? We're gonna play a little while more. How long we gonna play, he says. All right.
That's your
Anyhow,
son.
yeah, that's my boy. That's
Yeah.
my little boy. He'll be 5 years old in about 2 weeks. Yeah,
Really?
that's right. You didn't know that, did you? All right. Marty, have you got us a country song picked out?
I got one.
Good.
My father's in the crowd somewhere today.
Yeah, I know.
He's still with us.
He's,
Unless he took a train and went home.
Yeah.
Is he up on the hill?
I think so.
My mother named me after her favorite country and western singer.
Conway Twitty.
No.
String Bean.
Oh, darling. No. String Bean. That's my middle name. How'd you know that?
Oh,
No,
Marty S.
Marty.
Hayes. I always wondered what the S stood for.
Marty Robbins.
Oh, Marty.
Yeah.
Marty for Marty.
Let's do
That
one of
makes
those.
better sense.
I'll try to remember the words and you just count us off and we'll come in and see if they heard.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I told Mary about us. I told her about her great sin. Mary cried and forgave me. Mary took me back again. Said if I wanted my freedom, I could be free evermore. And I don't want to be, and I don't want to see Mary cry anymore. Oh, devil woman, let go of me. Devil woman, let me be, and leave me alone. I want to go home. Mary is waiting and weeping. I got tickled. Down in our shack by the sea. Even after I hurt her, Mary's still in love with me. Devil woman, it's over. Trapped no more by your charms. That's right. I don't want to stay. I want to get away. Woman, let go of my arm. Oh, devil woman. Devil woman, let go of me. Devil woman, let me be. And leave me alone. I want to go home. I'll try this time. So what? I'm going to try this time. Okay. Devil woman, you're evil. Like the dark coral reef. Like the winds that bring high tides. You bring sorrow and grief. You made me ashamed to face Mary. I barely had the strength to tell. Skies are not so black. Mary took me back. Mary has broken your spell. Oh, devil woman. Devil woman, let go of me. Devil woman, let me be. And leave me alone. I want to go home. One more verse, ready? One more. Running along by the seashore, running as fast as I can. Even the seagulls are happy, glad I'm coming home again. Never again will I ever cause another tear to fall. Down the beach I see what belongs to me, the one I want most of all. Oh, devil woman, don't follow me. Devil woman, let me be, and leave me alone. I'm wanted back home. Oh.
Oh, thank you a lot, Marty Hayes. Now, I didn't lie to you about that country singing, did I? You can do a fine job. All right, the last Warrior River boy that we hadn't said anything about, we're going to bring him up here and let him do some real featuring for you here. Now, this fella is one of my best friends in the world. He's originally from out in the state of Oklahoma, old cowboy. And he is now living about an hour from me and David up in North Alabama and Stan. And we're proud to have him, call him one of our own, a real Alabamian. We've adopted you in Alabama.
That's good.
Now, he's a talented fella. He can play every instrument that we've got on the stage here, and he can do them all well. He can work on instruments. He can sell instruments, and he can do anything that goes on with the instrument. You know, a fella that that works on instruments. That the real high-brow word for that is a luthier.
Luthier.
That's right, and so they call this fellow the Lutheran Luthier. It's Fiddlin' Phillip James. Here he is, friend.
All right.
Give him a round of applause here. He's fine.
We're gonna go back a while in some ages here, play a little fiddle and banjo stuff, and everybody else will join in a little bit later. We're gonna do you an old fiddle tune called Liberty.
Liberty.
You ready?
All right, yes, sir. Story a while ago. I said that we talked about every Warrior River boy. I left out the most important Warrior River boy, the leader of the Warrior River boys. Been doing all the fine mandolin playing and singing for you all day and all the talking until I got up here and started running my mouth. Back in the fall of 1984, this fella started leading the Warrior River boys and traveling all over the United States of America. He's played right here at Bean Blossom many times, as well as just about every state in the country and all provinces of Canada. And in the last, what would that be, 34 years coming up. I don't think that there's been anybody in the country that's done it any more than this man right here to keep good old-time bluegrass mandolin playing and singing alive. When you hear David Davis is on the show, it's going to be old-time style bluegrass. And we're real proud to call this fella our friend. He's a member of the Alabama Bluegrass Music Hall of Fame down in our home state. We're awfully proud of that. He's a member of the National Old Time Country Music Hall of Fame as well, ladies and gentlemen. And as I said, just as fine a fella, or more so, than he is a musician and a singer. So put your hands together for him here one more time at Bean Blossom from Coleman, Alabama. David Davis, ladies and gentlemen.
in my dreams to a cardboard covered shelter, hey, down in New Orleans. Life is like a railroad, I guess I was tempted by the track, never going where I'm going, never looking back, never looking back.
All right, thank you a lot there, folks. Never Looking Back, and that's a song that's on our new CD, our double CD that David promised you that we'd tell you a little bit more about. We have a brand new live double CD, as I said back in 1984 when David started the band. We decided to go back all the way to that date, the very first show, as a matter of fact, and we have taken live recordings all down through the years. We've got all the different configurations of the band in the last 30 years, and a lot of the songs that everybody asked about. We've got all our most requested songs on there, as well as some songs that have never been available anywhere else, on 2 CDs with a full color pictures and booklet in there and all. And that's only $20 for 50 songs on 2 CDs. Now, we've got that at the record table, and if you want to hear some more about that, I'm not going to tell you just a whole lot about it, but we're doing a workshop, I think, at 4 o'clock down on the workshop stage. So if you'd like to hear some more about that and how we put it together and all, we're going to be really doing a lot of talking about that and about the history of the band and doing some music and all down there. So we would love to invite you down to the workshop stage at 4 o'clock. I think we're going to be down there for nearly 2 hours on the stage down there. So there's not going to be any reason that we wouldn't be able to talk about just about anything that you'd want to hear about or play any song that you'd want to hear down there, because we've got all the time in the world down there at 4 o'clock. But in the meantime, we will be back at our record table under the pavilion here, and we've got a new CD. David, would you like to talk about our new CD that we've got coming up a little bit?
Let's do.
We've got some one thing that I think we'd offer. We've got the download cards for the 30-year retrospective CD that I'm talking about, and our new CD, which will be coming out first of the year.
That's right.
If you'd like to pre-order that, we'll send it to you for $20. We'll pay for the shipping and the postage and all that stuff, and we'll give you a free download of the 30-year CD in the package. So you can take that and you can download it on the computer. You know, you won't get the book and everything comes with it, but all the music on there, you can get that and the new CD as soon as we get them for the same price, $20. So
That's right, and
you
again,
might want to tell them about something about what the new CD is going to be, if you'd like to listen.
I sure will. I'd mentioned briefly earlier on in the set, friends, it's a tribute to Charlie Poole. A lot of Charlie Poole was a recording artist from about 1925 to 30. He's from North Carolina. He was from North Carolina. He did songs like White House Blues, Beale Street Blues, May I Sleep in Your Barn Tonight, Mister, Sweet Sunny South, Don't Let Your Deal Go Down. And along about 1925, on his very first major record opportunity he cut 2 songs. One was Don't Let Your Deal Go Down and May I Sleep in Your Barn Tonight, Mister. And at that time, a successful country record, hillbilly record, was selling about 5,000 copies in that time, 1925. And that particular record just took off like gangbusters and sold 105,000 copies back in that time. So it really propelled Charlie Poole, kept him on a major label contract until 1930, and I think he recorded about 60 songs. But we've always felt like he was a great candidate, probably our favorite candidate for grandfather of bluegrass music. We wanted to do a tribute album to him, taking his material and evolving it into our style of music, and I think it happened very easily. It's very organic, natural, and I think you'll love the record, and we certainly do, and I'm telling you that honestly. And again, if you'll pre-order it, we want to entice you to pre-order. I don't know when we'll see you again. A lot of you, we may not see you for a number of years, but you can get that album. We'll send it to you the first part of 2018. We'll pay the postage. We'll give you a download card that'll get you all 50 of those songs on our 30-year retrospective CD. Just want to give you some incentive to pre-order that Charlie Poole tribute today. Again, we'll see you at 4 o'clock this evening and at the workshop stage. and we want to thank you for your kind attention, your applause. I hope you've enjoyed our efforts half as much as we've enjoyed playing and singing for you. If you have, you've had a good time. We'll finish our set, friends, with the song from Charlie Poole's last recording session in 1930. It's included on that particular CD. Hope you'll enjoy it. Take care. One entitled The Milwaukee Blues. Shoes. I wanna go west, got the Milwaukee Blues, Milwaukee Blues. Oh, the Milwaukee Blues. Gotta go west, got the Milwaukee Blues. When they ride the rods, but they trust in the hands of God, hands of God, in the hands of God, but they trust in the hands of God.
Davis and the Warrior River Boys. One more. Boys, we got to have one more of them.
Thank you, friends. Boy, that's what we was hoping you'd do. We had another song that we wanted to do for you. We got 15 that we want to do for you. But we got to make way for some of this great talent here, and I appreciate you giving us the opportunity. You know, the thing about this music, the thing about any kind of music, it's evolving. It's changing a little bit. But the thing about it is, in the roots of any kind of music is where the magic is, in my opinion. The things that was happening in 1925, 1930, that's what you go back to, and you mine that. Serve that up just a little bit different. That's where the melody was important. It's where feeling was important. The blues aspect of any music is so important. Basically, for you to feel the music. You know, if I can't feel what you're doing, if you're playing to me, I'll forget it real quick. But if I can feel it, I won't forget it. And I remember some things that I felt when I was 15, 16 years old, coming out of people like Jim and Jesse and Bill Monroe and Ralph Stanley and Doc Watson and people like that. I've never forgotten. It's a feeling it can give you. And we want to feature this type of a song, To Say So Long to You. And it was composed by an early Grand Ole Opry member, one of the first major stars of the Grand Ole Opry, D. Ford Bailey. It's a feeling song, it's a blues song, it's a spiritual song. And if we can get where we need to be on this for the next few minutes, I feel that you'll feel it. And it'll be a good way for us to say so long to you in 2017 as far as our part in Bean Blossom, Indiana. Thank you. Thank you, Bill Monroe, for Bean Blossom, Indiana. Thank you, Dwight Dillman, for Bean Blossom, Indiana. Thank you. Thank you very much.
and the Warrior River Boys. Thank you, boys. Great show as always.